This is Rush to Reason.
I said it before and I'll say it again. Life moves pretty fast. You don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it.
With your host, John Rush.
I'm not crazy. I've just been in a very bad mood for 40 years.
I already got a guilty conscience. Might as well have the money too.
With him, as always, Dan Meurer.
If I thought you were my friend, I just don't think I could bear it.
There's no point in being nuts if you can't have a little fun.
And Cassie George.
That is so fetch.
You keep using that word. I don't think it means what you think it means.
Just when I think you couldn't possibly be any dumber, you go and do something like this. And totally redeem yourself!
Now, here is your host of Rush to Reason, John Rush.
And I'm your host, John Rush, Rush to Reason, KLZ 560. Thank you all for joining us. We appreciate it very much. Right now, we are up for our Monday Mortgage Minute. Kurt Rogers, Affordable Interest Mortgage, with us now. Kurt, how are you, sir, on this fine Monday?
It's just another beautiful day.
It's gorgeous.
That's why we live here.
These are the days that we're reminded why we live here. So these are also the days where we look out and say, well, gosh, should we have like a second home someplace or a cabin in the mountains or something along those lines? I got all this equity sitting here. Can you help with any of that?
Actually, it's a very good. I'm glad you brought that up, because what people are starting to realize to do is they will buy that second home, that cabin or that condo up there, and then they'll turn it into a B&B.
Yeah.
So they'll stay in it for a period of time, and then they'll rent it out as the B&B and make enough money to where they don't have to worry about it.
I talked to somebody the other day, Kurt, that has and I don't know what the mortgage is, so I don't know the exact details, but they've got a house out in California and on the coast, and that goofy thing generates enough revenue that in 2 months, that's it, 8 weeks, pays the mortgage for the year.
I've got a couple people doing that, some in California, some in Hawaii, and you know what Hawaii's like.
So that means they basically, in 2 months of rental, have the rest of the year covered. That's not bad.
No, and then, they can let family have it and that stuff. So, yeah, it's really kind of a good idea. You're starting to see people do that.
And on top of that, you now own that piece of real estate, indefinitely, as long as you want to keep paying the taxes and such on it and get it paid off. You actually own that thing from that point on, and it's appreciating year after year as well, right?
Right. It's going up, and the people that are renting it out from underneath you are actually making all those payments. So you get to write off if you want to put it in, and you get the appreciation. So, yeah, it's really a good idea.
So how do folks, if they're thinking about that, what's the first step in doing so? Do they need to meet with you first, look at their equity? How do they do that?
Well, the first thing, give me a call, and we kind of go through the numbers of what they got, and then I can say, well, you have this kind of cash, and here's what you can go buy. Here's what you qualify for.
Okay, all right.
Because it would be a second home, so your rates are going to be better than that of an investment. If you want to buy it as a second home, and then you can do with it whatever you want.
Are they limited on what state they can do that in with you, or can they do that anywhere?
Yeah, well, I'm licensed here in Colorado, but I'm hooked up throughout the country, and I can get them hooked up anywhere they want.
All right, perfect. All right, who do they call?
720-895-0500.
All right, and tomorrow, Haystack, what's coming up tomorrow?
I'm going to be dealing with the lady that takes care of the disabled children. Her name is Lindsay, and it's called Adams Camp.
Awesome. Adams Camp. All right, Kurt, as always, we appreciate it. Affordable Interest Mortgage, our Monday Mortgage Minute, 720-895-0500. Kurt, as always, thanks.